before I was opening account and stuff.
Yeah.
Testing.
Oh, that's your suitcase,
Yeah.
man.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. This is the 25th April, and looks like this should be a very, very good day here today. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. You know, sometimes when you come on the charts and you're like, okay, you know what? I can feel that this will be a great, great, great day here today. That's what I feel like today. So without further ado, let's take a look at what's happening over here. We have the 30-minute candles coming down, 1-hour candles coming down here furthermore, 4-hour candles dropping here. But the whole issue with pound yen is that we're approaching a support to the left-hand side, right? So this is where sales may get a little tricky because this is a very, very, very strong support right here. And so this was actually, so this got rejected on 12th April, New York Open. So whenever price rejects a level at a high volume time, that means that is a very strong level at that point. So taking sells now at this point, I think it's going to be risky because we're at the very, very strong rejection right here. So what I'm going to do is possibly, I'm going to wait for this 30-minute candle to close and then see what we can do. So let's remove this zone right here, and this is what we got right here. So for pound yen, I'm just gonna wait for the candle to close, see what happens, because price is at this rejection level. So we want to see how price will react to this rejection level. That's what we want to see at this point. So let's take a look at gold here now. Removing all analysis, looking at the 4-hour time frame, we're coming down on gold. Let's take a look to the left hand side. Now, to the left hand side, we had a rejection right here where price came back up on the 29th March. And then we had the 4-hour candle reject this area around London session. So we need some sort of a strong confirmation if we're going to continue pushing down or not on gold. So let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. 1-hour candle is open at this point. We are breaking below the support. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, 30-minute is also at this support right here. We've created a resistance. Now, the whole problem is on gold that we have this entire area of rejection, right? As this candle is coming down, it's coming into a rejection area. So we want to either see this candle close below this level, or we want this candle to break below this wick right here to be, like, you know, confident in sells. So for that, I think it's going to be very important to wait to see how these candles close. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, so it's going to be important to wait for at least the 15-minute candle to close. So we're going to wait and see how price closes here on gold on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, I think that's going to be a much better idea. Yep, there we go. If anyone asks what's the analysis, I'll just say go to the first 5 minutes of the stream. How come you expected volume at time of your trade was pre-London? Can you sell gold at 1913.43? No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for at least a 15-minute candle to close. Oh, looks like we are kind of like almost breaking below this area. So would want to wait over here, or maybe try to see, if we can get price. Let's take a look on the 5-minute time frame. 5-minute candle is closing in 2 minutes. 15-minute candle is also closing here soon. And I think with that close, I think there's a very high chance that we can continue pushing bearish. I would say so. It's going to be a pretty big stop over here. Just gotta wait. Pound yen still waiting. Gold, we're breaking below this area. Now we just gotta wait for candle to close, right? Just gotta wait for the candle to close. I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame because there's a lot of volume in gold. If you measure this 15-minute candle, it's like a 53 pip 15-minute candle. So it's going to be very important to wait for the candle to close to see either we, stay below 1913.90 or do we stay below 1913.90. Looking to the left-hand side, let's put this yellow line right here. Let's take a look to the left and see what we got. Okay, so we got clean room till I would say 1908. Probably this is where we can potentially come down to on gold. 1908. Yeah, I think so. We're bearish at this point, very, very bearish. So I'm gonna do some impulse entries right here. I'm gonna go with around, let's see here. We still got 5 minutes left here for the 15-minute candle to close. All right. We got a support right down at this point. So I'm going to be using impulse entries for this trade. Dynamic risk for this trade. Because if we push up, I can add more risk. Total, I'm going to use around 50 lots. I have 25 running at this point. And as we, retrace up, I'm going to add another one. And if we continue moving down, I'm going to add another lot. And then we can continue on down till 1908. Right here. This is going to be a beautiful trade here today. Beautiful. Let's see here. Where's the next zone? It's at 1908 on gold. So my question is very important for my trading future. Like you said, you started with buy, support, sell, resistance in 4 hour. You're making good money in this. Yes. GJ also looking good. GJ is at a very strong support area. So we need to see how candle's gonna react to this very, very, very strong support area. It's a very, very strong support area if you look to the left hand side. How are you liking the Mitsubishi Pajero? Amazing. Very old car, but super amazing. Your opinion on order blocks? I don't use order blocks. Sorry. I don't use order blocks. Let's see here. Yeah. So looking at the smaller time frame here, yeah, I think if we do continue pushing down below, 1910, I think we still got around 20 pips down till 1908. Okay, I was wondering what is tax like for day traders. Tax for day traders, I think you gotta contact your accountant or get yourself an accountant. Is this your first year Ramadan celebrating in Pakistan? Yes. And does whatever you gain on your trading account is passive income? Again, you gotta contact your accountant. Anything related to tax You got to talk to your accountant. I'm not a tax lawyer. I don't know where you live. I don't know what things happen there, how much percentage you pay for your taxes on FX. I don't pay tax on FX. I pay tax on the money earned on the company. Why you never waited for 15-minute candle to close above the way? Because I'm using dynamic risk. What do you think about the previous doji on the 4-hour? This doji candle on the 4-hour, this would usually mean at this point, well, this would mean a rejection, but since we have clean candles to the left hand side, and this new 4-hour candle, it respected the previous high and it broke the low, so I think there's a very good probability for this current candle to coming down. How have you been feeling during Ramadan? Amazing. What does it look like? Can you please show us an example of what is a clean and what is non-clean range? This is clean range right here, and non-clean range is when you have consolidation to the left hand side. Are you currently in an operation? Yes, I am in a gold sell at this point. I am in a gold sell. I am in a gold sell. How much your monthly subscription fee related to trading? I don't have a monthly subscription. Can you make daily vlogs because you inspire a lot of social media? I don't know what to do in my daily vlogs. I mean, I got a pretty boring life. I mean, we bought some baby chicks. I don't know if that counts. So I'm up at around, 8, 9 pips over here, 10 pips almost. You look good today. Thank you. I try to look good every day. How much is your course and how can I register? Well, if you can't find the answer to that question, then probably the course is not for you. Currently in 200% profit for the month. Oh, very nice. First attempt loss, gave my second trade chance. My stop loss, quick break even, this. Okay, so now we got a new 15-minute candle forming now, right? Looking at the 15-minute time frame, 15-minute candles open right now. Looking at the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, I think this should be a wonderful opportunity for price to continue pushing bearish. As soon as we hit around 1910, 1916, going to secure around 90% and going to leave the rest running. Oh, there we go. Secured 90% right here because we're approaching a rejection area, and then we also have a rejection down at 1908. So I secured most of my profits on this one. And now you can see now I secured profits, right? If price would have went up, broken above this high, I would have secured loss as well. So even though my stop loss was like around 27 pips, if price would have broken above the high of the previous candle right here, I would have closed 50%. So that means I would have lowered my risk in this trade. Makes sense? So now since it's in profits right now, we don't want this candle to break the high of the previous candle. We want it to continue pushing down, right? That's what we want to see. We want it to continue pushing down, and now I can adjust my stop, right? So right here, I have a negative risk reward, okay? But if I move my stop now my risk reward is positive. It's not negative anymore. It's positive. So risk reward is all subjective. So as you can see now, if we break below this low right here this wick, I think there's a potential for price to continue pushing down. So whoever came to the stream here early and you got the same win, here's a round of applause for everybody. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. How much did I? So right now it's running about 20 pips right now. So this is going to be an example of how to keep securing profits, right? We're running at about 20 pips, almost $490, $470. I'm going to press close half with my magic keys, right? My magic keys, I'm going to press close half. Boom. We closed half, right? Why the small lot? It's not a small lot, my friend. Already secured $3,200. Now this is a runner running, but I'm also displaying how can you manage your position as it goes in profits. So I think this ran amazingly well. You know, first trade off the stream for this week. Insane. Let's take a look at pound yen here. Let's take a look at pound yen. Pound yen is still at this rejection level. We don't know what will price do at this level. Looking at the 1 hour time frame right here, see we had strong rejections, and we don't know how price is going to react to this. So we're going to kind of like, you know, wait for this. But gold, on the other hand, we had clean candle to the left hand side, right? We had clean candle to the left hand side and a potential rejection at 1908. So for that reason, you know, took that trade, and yeah, I think this was a well-deserved win. So we're going to put stops at break even now and just let this run. And if for some reason, if we do, let's say, retrace a bit and create some sort of a resistance, then I'll look to sell again. And that sell again is going to be double dipping in the sell for price to continue pushing bearish. But I do think 1908 would be a very good target over here. Have you traded UJ? No. Could you tell us about your magic keys? Yeah, so magic keys is something I use every single day. Every single day. You know, if you go back in the live stream here, you'll see that it took me less than a second to secure 90% because of magic keys. Because of magic keys. Don't mind this broken button right here and this broken button right here. My 1-year-old attacked magic keys 2 days ago, and it survived, but it lost some limbs over here. Do you ever counter trade? Sometimes, very seldom I do counter trades. Going live today after Raja and Ted webinars. Oh, very nice, very nice. How do you deposit and withdraw from your account? Please share details. I withdraw via crypto, and I don't think I've deposited. I think the last time I did a deposit was, well, in my own platform was like last year for 50,000, and been running that ever since. Yeah, been just running that ever since. So yeah, see right here. 50,000 deposit, 1.5 million withdrawals so far, and almost at 3.3 million in just over 1 year. So this result is not normal. I'll tell you this right now. This is not normal at all. I mean, it's normal after some experience, but also I've been trading for 6 years. You know, 6 years trading the same way, the same pairs, the same time every day. So this result was, I don't know, I mean, I would say it was expected. So if you focus on the same pairs, the same time, you don't overtrade, 100%. In 6 months to a year, you start to get consistent, and that consistency is going to take you up to these levels. So let's take a look at this right here. Right? So we've been live streaming for about 4 years now, 4.5 years now. But I guess, you know, this should close 100% of my trade and closed my laptop. Thanks for the knowledge. Price action is the best. Hey, congratulations, Will. Congratulations. You know, this is all what trading is. This is all what trading is. I mean, you come to the charts. Sometimes on the live streams, we've waited like 2 hours, 3 hours to take a trade, 2.5 hours to take a trade, 1.5 hours to take a trade. Sometimes we wait 5 minutes to take a trade. Sometimes we take the trade in the first minute or 2 minutes. You know, Raja, if it was a drawdown, would you have managed according to the previous risk you had before? Yes, I would have managed as we broken above this previous high. I explained that as well. Is marijuana legal in India? Man, almost everything is illegal in India, so don't even try that in India. What is the Indian timing when you live? Google that. If entry on 5 and 15-minute trend is of selling in 1 hour but only buying in daily. Well, here's the thing. Okay, do you think if the 30-minute candle in GJ closes below that we are good for sells as it looks clean candle to the left? If pound yen closes below, then yes. But this is a very strong rejection area. This is a very strong rejection area. So yeah, you gotta wait, man. You have to wait. I have a question. My magic key is set up and the box on my screen makes the noise, but when it closes half, nothing happens. Read the troubleshooting guide. I'm not sure what magic key you're using, physical, digital, no idea. Can you please give some information about the membership intake, what the content? Whoever's in market fluidity right now, you don't have to worry about the intake. You don't have to worry about nothing. Whatever we do in the future, if you're a part of market fluidity, you get that for free. You're already enrolled in it, so don't even like worry about that at all. This intake is just to give an opportunity for everyone else to join market fluidity and learn the right way. Hey Raja, thoughts on GJ closing back in the range? Would you consider it a fake out since heavy rejections as well? Send a chart, PK. I don't see the fake out, so you need to send a chart so I can see what you see. Why you enter gold on 5 minute? The reason I entered gold on the 5 minute was because there's a lot of volume, right? You guys need to understand this. Whenever there's a lot of volume in the market, when you have big candles, it's okay to look at the smaller time frames, like 15 minute, sometimes the 5 minute, because the candle is just so big. Because if you look at this 5 minute candle, this was a 40 pip 5 minute candle, right? If you got a 40 pip 5 minute candle, don't you think you can get at least 15, 20 pips out of it? If you got a 40 pip 5 minute candle, of course you can. And this is something you learn over time as you miss out on trades. I think the whole problem with people is that, you will see trades go by, but you will never look back at the charts and ask yourself, okay, how could I have entered this trade? If I had no confirmation, how could I have been a part of that trade? Dwayne Marcus is the best. Bad reviews are from haters. Yeah, those are all bots. Dwayne Marcus has been the fastest and the biggest growing crypto broker since 2021. Like since we started. I mean, we have over 25,000 active clients right now on the brokerage, on the platform, and it's increasing every day.
That deserves your round of applause.
Yes, that deserves a round of applause too.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, we got Kervin here.
Good morning, boys. It's been a long time, bitches.
Hey, welcome, welcome.
Kervin's in the house too?
What happened?
The OG gang here.
Oh, very
It's
nice.
the OG, man. Fucking missing this morning, man. Fuck.
Looks like Kervin is somewhere where we can't see him. That's okay.
I'm here. I'm driving currently, though. But I'm listening. That was an amazing trade, Raja.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I was wondering if you were still holding, if you're still holding the previous sales that you had, which is really nice as well.
No, I wanted to hold them, but then I thought that we're going to be coming up into London Open, so we may have a retracement at that. But looks like we had no retracement at all. I mean, yeah, we almost came to my entry, but then it continued pushing down.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful work.
Is gold the best pair? Any pair that you can get consistent on is the best pair. Trust me. Jimin used to trade US 30 a lot, and he would be winning, and people would ask me, hey man, I'm losing on gold. Do you think I can trade US 30 like Jimin because he's winning all the time? I'm like, well, I mean, it's up to you. He just has a lot of history and experience with that pair. All right, let's take a look at this chart by Fiston. This is pound yen. Break and close below here would be the best opportunity. Yes, I would say on pound yen, what's going to be good for price to create some sort of a resistance. And the only reason why is because we are at a very, very strong support.
Does it need to have already eaten first, baby? I'm sorry.
Who are you talking to?
Hello?
Us? Oh, your baby.
Hello?
Hello?
Lynn, you still there?
Chris, who are you talking to? Us or your baby?
Baby?
Oh, the baby. All right.
Yo, last week, ever since that IMF meeting last week, we had more Japanese yen strength, more dollar strength, and stock markets took a big dump.
Oh,
because we had all the central bankers all together at the IMF meeting.
so if the stock market took a dump, shouldn't gold move up?
Yo, that's a great question. So normally when you'd see stock market taking a dump, you'd see like gold have a bit more inflow, right? But it looks like you're seeing more cash being held on the side as you're just seeing everything dump now. Like the sell in May go away, you know? And you
Okay.
can always have like, usually you see like the money move from like, oh, it's coming out of the stock markets, it's going into gold. But you can also just have cash on the side with more just liquidating of these asset classes because oil's dumping off a bit, gold, stock markets, only dollar strong, yen strong.
So you think if the stock market
Now,
dumped? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So if the stock market dumped and gold moved down, do you think that dump was an artificial dump? Because if I see that, I would just assume that gold would go up. But if it didn't, then maybe that was an artificial dump.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Kerwin talked. Yeah. I just see everything, like everything is seeing liquidating of positions in a dump for going into May now with all the uncertainty and doubt, like interest rates going up, inflation being a risk, everything's dumping.
Yeah, yo, 1 minute. So gold has really came up to 1908 right here. Gonna close another half right here. Awesome.
Speaking of that dump, it just
Jim,
dumped.
Jim, Raja, where based on the monthly candle from the previous use this
Hornito Roboto.
Yeah, Kerwin sounding like a robot right
You
now.
sound like a robot right now.
Oh yeah,
You're driving
maybe
too
that-
fast.
Yeah, I don't have any. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me.
Latino
Based on the
robot.
previous. No, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Based on the previous monthly, how the monthly closed with the heavy rejection coming from basically the 2070 on gold, which is previous liquidities on or cash out from institutions. You guys didn't see that gold may go back to the 1900s based on the liquidity that a previous pullback on the current monthly going to the almost the 2000 and grabbing liquidity from the 2000 to the 1900s again. This is based on, if you pull up the monthlies, you will see how many rejections are being, from this area from the 2000 before to the left-hand side, far left, like a couple years ago. Man, it's been amazing how gold has been respecting those levels.
It's the same historical highs we keep hitting. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
This-
So since then, I've been looking for that pullback. To the 2000, and then going all the way down again to the 1900. 1900 is a strong level. It's a freaking a strong key level.
I agree.
So let's see what happened there.
Somebody said everyone is going into, Jordan Stevens, everyone is going into real estate as a hedge. I'm seeing hedge funds move away from this and low cost real estate with high cap rates in St. Louis. STL, is that St. Louis? I don't know about real estate as much now with interest rates going up so aggressively and prices being so high. I actually see real estate market having a bit of a correction in the next 6 months, over the next 6 months.
Kervin.
When you guys use that, you guys use that word correction, what are you guys expecting? Like of
Like
a
5% correction,
No,
and
I
then
would say like
and then a 20% gain.
15,
yeah, because I
20%.
keep it.
Nah,
Yeah, because every
Yo,
time
Roger
they use
doesn't
that
want to see it, but
it's not happening, man.
it's not happening.
Not happening. If you got $1 million home, you're saying that okay, in the next 6-7 months it's gonna be 800,000? No, never. Ever.
yes,
Nah.
yes.
So,
Bro,
so
that's-
this is the thing, right? My friend,
$1
he
million
owns
to 800K is not that bad of a thing, man.
It's
Come
fucking-
on, man.
It's never gonna happen. That's what you said when COVID came. There's
No, I didn't.
There's
No, I
no
didn't.
correction.
I said
So-
when interest rates go up. When interest rates go up.
Okay, we'll see. Time will tell.
yeah,
Because-
because everyone's waiting
because-
on this correction, and all the boo-boo the fools who waited lost money. Like my friend sold his house, rented an apartment.
Stop
and it's like,
talking for a
it's gonna
second,
be
bro. We
correct.
want to hear that story. Let me explain.
Go ahead.
So the reason why houses were so favorable during the COVID era, and I knew houses were going to go up during COVID. Raja bought at a great time in Milton. That's why he doesn't want it to drop, because the Canadian property. But Raja brought at a great time when inflation was heavily rising and interest rates were low and house prices were low as well, right? But you start to have the economic environment that makes it so favorable to invest in houses change. When prices are hitting all-time record highs, interest rates are going to be going up like 50 basis points every next meeting, and then inflation's essentially supposed to be combated. You're going to have the price of goods in the economy, everything start to trickle down a bit. Oil, commodities, your basket of goods, and even things like homes are going to start to come down in price because you have a shift in the market. You have prices. Who wants to keep buying at all-time high prices and when interest rates are going up? It's not even as favorable to keep buying into it. So you have a shift in the market, and then it's just normal. You have these market waves. I'm not saying there's going to be a huge crash, but I'm just saying there's going to be a correction. It's going to be a pretty favorable correction. Same thing, the stock markets will have a correction too.
I think it's only going to be like 5%. That's it.
Yeah, like I remember the Dow was at 16,000 when it hit the high. Oh, it's going to have a correction, 12,000. It keeps going. Like
nobody said that. You keep making things up. Nobody said when Dow crashed, I understand what you're saying. More correction.
I understand what
nobody
you're saying.
Nobody said that. You keep making stories up.
I understand what you're saying, but what of a big of correction? Like 50%?
No, bro. Nobody said 50%. 50%.
Like what of like what's your comment? Yeah, a correction like
20% is not a crash. If if $1 million house over the next 6 months dropped to 800,000, that's not a crash, man. That's nothing crazy.
So
yeah, that's not a crash.
Yeah.
So this trade is up 50 plus pips now. That's what I care. That's what I care about. That's what I care about.
Yeah, that makes sense, brother. Oh, amazing. Amazing. So what do you have in current price action, Raja, based on the weekly?
Nothing. I'm just waiting for this monthly to close, and I think Ted talked about this as well, maybe like, last week, where he talked about that, May could be another bearish month for gold. And just by looking at price action, it just seems like that's going to be a very high probability. Because this monthly is going to close in about like, 5-6 days, and it's going to leave a wick. And the next monthly could possibly wick up and then continue pushing down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like I was surprised out Thursday, basically. Is when the madness happened. That pullback, insane pullback. But after that pullback, the previous daily candle with no top wick, it was showing that heavy momentum to the downside. I mean, no interest on gold going up above the 1950 basically. So since then, it's been really nice and easy to trade gold to the downside.
Yeah.
If you're okay, I will send my weekly outlook to your group, since now I can do whatever I want with my analysis. I can send it to your group, man. So the people who are in that group pay attention to the bigger picture sometimes.
Yeah, awesome.
Before you cut it.
So I closed everything right over here. Runners ran till up 60 pips now. So I think that's more than enough. But if it continues dropping, then that's just gold. So congratulations, whoever got this trade first thing in the morning here. Very amazing. Here's a little mature clap for everybody.
Mature. Professional clap.
Hey, still looks like gold can continue down. Yeah, sure. I mean, if it continues down, it continues down.
I think everything's dumping today. Stocks, GJ, GU, EU, gold, everything.
This is amazing. If GJ breaks below 162.840, man, it's gonna be pretty sick too.
It looks like that candle's gonna flip. That new hourly.
All right, bestcams.fun hot. Okay, if all right, hey Raja, sometimes there's a little hesitation to take the sell after this fall. Mind is like retracement may come. How to overcome that? You can't, because if you can see a retracement is going to come, then the retracement is going to come, right? But if a retracement does not come, and you look at the smaller time frame, then if they make sense for price to continue down, then just try to explain to yourself how could you have taken that trade. Like, trust me, maybe like 6 months ago, I would never have taken this sell. But since that time, I've been looking at price action and telling myself, okay, I've missed out on, let's say, about 60, 50 pips over here. How could I have been a part of that trade? And that's what I did today. All those months of, like, watching and learning and taking notes, that played out right in front of you, right in front of all of you guys here. I took the sell. My stop was right here. I took profits over here, reduced my stop loss, held the sell, and it continued moving down. And I mean,
and because of your experience and what you observed happen overnight, you knew that volume and momentum was strong too, right?
Exactly. Exactly. So now I probably would want to wait for some sort of retracement, create resistance, and then possibly continue pushing down. Let's take a look at the sell ID on gold. Looking for another retracement here. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Perfect. I made $85 on a $10,000. Yeah.
All right, guys, Roger Banks is on a phone call. So if you guys got any questions, I'm going to fill in for 2 minutes.
What motivates you to get into trading?
What motivated me to get into trading was I always had an interest in stock market since I was younger, like just seeing these movies of like these Wall Street mans in suits making crazy amounts of money and trading the global economy and stuff. So I guess it was more like a childhood thing, looking up to that type of stuff. But then when I came into the game of trading, I realized it's a totally different beast for us retail traders. It's for us, honestly. You can trade technicals, you can trade fundamentals, you can trade both together. None of that really matters. What really matters for your personal success is honestly your own psychology, your emotional control, how logical you can be, focusing on probabilities and risk management. Other than that, once you find a way to break down the market easiest for you, whether that's like following methods Raja teach, or maybe using some other system that you've come up to, right? It's just rinsing and repeating what makes sense to you with proper psychology and risk management, So that's why people always say like, oh, I don't need fundamentals, or I don't need this. Well, it's like, okay, nobody's asking you what you like. Just do what works for you, but focus on the psychology most is my advice.
Do you trade pullbacks? No. Only if it's absolutely necessary, but normally no. Not at all. For pound yen, I'm being very cautious because this is a very, very strong support on pound yen if you look to the left hand side. So I'm being very, very cautious about how to execute a sell over here. Ideally, I would want to see some sort of a resistance form and then continuation down. Even if we break below 162, 870, 850, would want to see some sort of a resistance formed, right? Because this is a very strong support, very strong support. On gold, it was different because below this area, we had clean range. Fucking can't really show that over here. Yeah, so we had clean range on gold to the left-hand side. So this was different. It was continuation. But on pound yen, it's different because we're at a very strong support. Your stream recently 3 days loss all covered in just one trade. That is called trading. A big runner engulfs the small losses. Oh, very nice. Mr. Forex Trader, he covered all the losses in one trade over here. Beautiful.
Mature applause.
Very mature
But do
applause.
it by yourself. Quick one.
Quick one. All right. Small body 15-minute candle flip, break the potential low. I would still wait for some sort of a resistance to form. I would still wait for that. Because if you look left over here.
Somebody said, hey, Jeev, here, when you trade US 30 at NYC, there's always a very heavy liquidity grab push, 50 to 100 points. Do you advise trading that? Anytime I traded US 30, I would actually wait about 45 minutes to an hour after NYC because it's far too volatile at the initial open, trying to guess like where this impulsive push may be. I'd rather just wait for the dust to settle and then continue to follow my pre-planned analysis. And if you look at US 30, you usually have much cleaner moves on the lower time frame after a bit after NYC going into London session close.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
At NYC can get right at NYC at 9:30 on US 30 can get pretty messy with some of the liquidity grabs, the wicks created. But after that, you have some nice smooth moves. Like I'm expecting US 30 to dump more today too if it breaks that support. So,
oh, hold on. Yeah, right there.
the stock market is already starting to price in more rate hikes to come.
All right.
Ever since that IMF meeting on Friday, because that IMF meeting, we had Jerome Powell from Federal Reserve, Christine Lagarde from ECB, Bailey from Bank of England, all talking about the same shit, about rate hikes, economic risks, and so forth. So,
joining for the first time today, welcome to the best Forex stream of, I would say, in the world. I just
100%.
say in the world. If YouTube is the world, it's the best Forex stream in the world.
No cap, 100%.
100%.
My sure applause.
Honestly, I think Raja opened the floodgates for all the streamers.
Indeed, man. Indeed.
Yeah, but you guys jumping on just made it even better.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Make the community great again.
When we get a huge candle with no wick, do you prefer to wait for price to pull back? Yes. Is your mentor Uncle Ted? Yes. Since I treat trading like I regularly go to the toilet, trading has been very blessing to me. It's no longer the main thing anymore, but it pays the biggest. That's absolutely correct.
Somebody said, why is euro dumping? Everything against the US dollar is going to be weak right now. So USD CAD would be bullish, GU, Euro USD, AUD USD. They're all going to be bearish because of the fundamental reason the dollar has strength, because just the same way you're seeing the stock market pricing in rate hikes to come and it's a bearish impact, you're also seeing the dollar pricing in more rate hikes to come, which is bullish for the dollar, right? By the Federal Reserve. So the US dollar as the world reserve currency holding strength, it's going to be bearish with GU, Euro USD, AUD USD, NZD USD. They're all going to look the same right now. You know what I mean? Pretty much.
So what do you expect for next FOMC meeting, Chief? You think rates is gonna stay the same, or they're gonna increase it by little to no point?
No, they're gonna do 50 basis point rate hike. So, but at the actual FOMC meeting, so this is what it is. You guys ever heard that Wall Street saying buy the rumor, sell the news?
Yes.
Right. So they've already been giving rumors that they're going to do 50 basis point rate hikes. What we're seeing now with the stock markets dropping and of course dollar going up is the markets pricing in those rate hikes based on the rumor. At the actual FOMC, when they do the 50 basis point rate hike, it's not even going to have that much of an impact then, because the market's already pricing it in. but the Federal Reserve is going to keep doing 50 basis point rate hikes all the way until they're back to like normal interest rate of like 2.5% overall.
But to be honest, 50 base points is a hell of a rate.
I know, but okay, let me give you an example. So for the US economy, right, what is considered like normal interest rates to be at is 2.5%. But ever since the COVID, they've been at zero interest rates, 0% interest rates. So slowly they have to go back to 2.5%. Otherwise, you can start to reach hyperinflation, and the economy can crash if you reach hyperinflation. You know what I mean? So even though it might seem like a lot, like 50 basis point rate hike, it's coming back up from 0 to normal levels of like 2.5%. But I'm expecting like gold to drop further, expecting stock market to drop, say, because of those rate hikes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking of gradually increasing like 25 points, but 50.
No, they're gonna do 50s now.
It's a lot. But like you said, gold has been priced in at this point, so.
I don't think like it's just that learning. Someone said like this is too complicated. It's just that learning the fundamentals might be difficult for people, but when you understand why the market is doing what it's doing, it helps a lot with the price action and technicals. But to each their own. If it's difficult for you to learn and you can't understand it and it gives you a headache, then you don't have to go learn it, right? But it might not be for your brain.
Yeah, like me, I could care less about fundamentals.
Trade the charts.
I just look at candles, I look at price action and just hit buy or sell, and then that's it.
This guy's lying, man. How many times you traded Brexit? You traded war tension.
Well, with buy stops and sell stops, yeah. But other than that,
elections, freaking war going on, Iran war. Oh, guys, Iran war. Buy gold. Buy gold. Yeah,
that's true.
Well, any dumbass would know. Just buy gold.
The only time that he proved to me that he didn't knew anything about fundamentals was like 2 years ago trading GCAD. We had buy stops and sell stops, and we got slipped in both entries.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Listen, all I gotta say is one thing. Everybody says fuck the fundamentals until one day their stop loss gets slapped by some headline that comes out or some report that comes out.
To be honest with you, I care.
But maybe you don't know how to.
To be honest with you, I care about fundamentals, but I love price action, and I pay attention how the daily candles looking. I pay attention how the previous 4 hour candles are looking. When fundamentals are aligned with price action,
fundamentals doesn't mean I don't do technicals, man. My technicals is freaking sharp. I go from like my technicals is crazy sharp. Like you guys are acting like I don't do technical analysis.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like I do both.
All right.
But, like I said, to each their own. Whatever helps you understand market movement the best, you just stick to that.
What do you mean by close half? It means closing half the position. Why do SMC traders have this cult-like mindset? I have no idea what SMC traders are. Do you still calculate risk stop loss points to know what loss are you going to go in with? No, I don't anymore. Once you get comfortable and once you get experienced enough, you stop doing these calculations about, oh, let me calculate how much risk will I use or this and that. You just stop to do that, because then it all becomes a mental math. Calculating risk and lot sizes, it's all mental mathematics, and the more you do it, the more, comfortable you get with it, and the more you stop relying on those calculators. Like for me right now, if I'm going to take an impulse entry, I know that I have to reduce my lot size. But if I know that, okay, there's something I'm going to be executing on, like let's say, for example, if price retraces, we create resistance around 1911, 1912, I know I'm going to be using my full risk for price to continue down. So, You got to really, really understand on what's a risky setup, and are you going to use full risk on that or half risk on that? SMC is smart money concept. Oh, I have no idea what that is. Do you today gold can fill the wick on the left on the 4 hour? I think there's a retracement needed on gold to possible continuation, but we'll see. You would kill the day I missed the live. Yes. You missed the live and we got a very, very good trade. That's what happens. When can we pay for Capital Hungry subscription from your Dominion commissions? I don't think that's going to happen. We've been trying to get that set up, but maybe in
it's going to happen.
Future. Oh, okay, yeah, it's going to happen. But we don't know the date yet. Wow. See that? Pound yen? This is what I was talking about. Very strong support to the left-hand side. And look at this. Very strong rejection from that support.
That's why we were waiting for the break of that low anyways.
Yeah. This candle is about to close over here too. All right. Break and retest. Do we need a retracement on gold even though there's a clean range to the left? Absolutely, because look how much we've fallen, man. We've fallen almost like 60, 70 pips. What is your win rate? My win rate is 58%. 50, less than 60%. That's my win rate. March.
Roger, I honestly think those could be higher because sometimes you take some crazy trades, man.
Yeah, but not all of them are like, you know, winners.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all of it.
Judge it. That's a great win rate, man. What the hell?
Duration. Yeah, duration. Like most of my trades are small trades right here. Like 1.5 hour, 47 minutes, 3 minutes, 12, 17 minutes. Only a few trades that held longer, like 11 hours over here, 13 hours, 19 hours. This I held for 19 hours, but got out at break even. This one I held for 1 day, got out at minus 4%. So,
Are
yeah.
people saying that's like a lot of people don't understand, like you know like Wall Street manual traders back in the day? They used to have a win rate of 52% on average.
Oh, okay.
And they'd still be extremely profitable because they're pretty much doing what you said about their losses being much smaller than their wins, and their wins masking their losses so well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like having 60% win rate's awesome, man.
Yeah, still pretty good.
Oh. No, what I'm saying is Roger, his win rate technically could be higher because sometimes he takes like, you know, some impulse trades that he's not supposed to be taking. You know what I mean? Like he's just risky. He's up for on the day. And he takes some like small risks, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But like those trades are with my small lot sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess so. Sometimes I do sort of like go overboard at times, so I'm still trying to tame that demon of overtrading.
Sometimes counter trending.
Yeah, sometimes, not all, sometimes. Yeah.
No, but something that I really love now is that you're letting those runners run a little bit more. You know, not just you. Now you tend to trust a higher time frame, then you let those trades run a little bit more, and that's amazing. Because even for the ones out there who are they're struggling still with the risk reward ratio. They can see that as an example that even if you're risking small, you can let those trades breathe a little bit more. As long as you're trading with the higher time frame, you don't need to be using a 2% risk with, let's say, 10, 15, 20 pips in a stop loss. You can easily use, let's say, 1% or maybe 0.5% with 30, 40 pips in a stop loss, but you're looking for a bigger picture of, let's say, 100 pips in return on gold, especially when gold tends to move from $10 key level to another $10 key level. So you can easily use a 1 to 3 risk reward, and at that point you're not risking too much to hold that trade a little bit longer, and that will create that kind of discipline for you, not being scared of a plain and simple pullback. that specific pullback, you will get advantage on the pullback to add another position, because those are the things that you basically will be paying attention for the long run.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's absolutely true. What are the chances of daily candle closing above 1917? We need to break back above 1913 to close above 1917, unless that's where you took a buy and you want to close at break even. but we need to break above 1913 first. Do you think there was any way to catch this GJ buy? No, I don't know. No, I don't see that. The way I trade, I didn't see that as a confirmation for a buy at all. I mean, if we do close above, 163, 460 with this candle, then I think there's an opportunity for price to continue pushing up in this range, but we need to wait for it to close. It's going to close in about a minute and a half over here. Is risk reward ratio trading benefits? I feel like that was a sentence with just a question mark at the end. Hey, do you have any mentorship program? Want to get more info about it, and how can I be a part of it? Well, if you can find it, then you can find it. Sorry guys, any place to check tutorials on magic keys and how to master it? Yep, all you got to go to is go to YouTube and type in magic keys, and you're gonna get all these videos right here, and just choose. See this: settings to trade indices, magic keys, truth, Wix don't lie product, magic keys. Yeah, there are a lot of things you can. I mean, just use your head, man. Please, what date would Market Fluidity open for new enrollment? 1st of May. Which setup is your favorite, break and retest or impulse? My favorite setup is going to be if gold creates a resistance and I take a sell, that's going to be my favorite setup. What was the magic key license key? You got to email Magic Keys about it. You think I'm going to give that out on the live stream? Yeah. You're waiting for a retracement on gold. If the 30-minute candle closes bullish and the next one closes bearish, is this classified as retracement? That's classified as a resistance formed. Oh, see that pound yen? We closed below 163, 470, 460. This minor resistance here. We closed below that area. 15-minute candle also closed below that area, so we need a candle to close above.
I was honestly probably just like a pullback on GJ before New York. It's just ranging now, you know?
Probably. Oh, wow. This is 63 pip range over here. What the hell?
This looks like if you zoom out a bit, that previous little thing it did to the left there at 164.3, back a bit, just a little bit, you know? It looks very similar to that price action, like just that 164.3 where it printed that low, did a pullback. No, you were there. It was close to you. Like just recently, bro.
Oh, right here?
No, just recently, like last night. See how we at 164.3 there, we printed that low and then did that pullback, made that bit of a range where it looks like it wasn't going to break the support, but then boom, it just continues back down.
Ah, okay. Okay, I see that. Can you explain your first trade on gold? No. Look what says right here. If you are late to the stream, watch the 5 minutes for the breakdown. IC markets is good for gold. Man, any brokerage is good for gold, you know. You just gotta be good. That's it. Aja are conservatives trader of a risky trader. I don't know what that means. Man, some people here in YouTube, they write half-ass sentences, like they're too lazy to complete the sentence, and expect me to just kind of read their minds, what they're thinking. Like, can't happen. Very tough. Why you not trade multiple times on your setup? Because I don't see that enough, you know. You need to look at this important message. I can use the magic keys with 2 different brokers at the same time. Very nice. राजा भाई इंशाल्लाह एक दिन हम बहुत कमाएगा forex से आपकी market fluidity की intake लेने दुआ कीजिएगा हमारे लिए. Okay, very nice. Inshallah, very nice. Seeing the huge rejection in GJ, is it a good example of trying to catch an entry on a smaller time frame? On a smaller time frame, I don't think so. I mean, if we create resistance here, then yes, that sell would be a great sell because your range is almost like a 50 pip range. But at this point right here, I guess you're just waiting for this candle to close. Would you buy physical gold bullion as an investment? To be honest, a lot of people have told me to buy gold bars instead of spending money on watches. I think that's a pretty good idea, right? I mean, if you're going to spend like 30,000 or 20,000 on a watch, better to buy a gold bar. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Raja, Jivan, Kivon, it's been a pleasure, guy. Have to go. See you guys really soon in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Oh, take care, Kerwin. Great to see you, man. Great to talk to you.
Excellent.
Yeah, man. Take care, guys.
Take care. Take care.
Nice work. All right.
Gold bars are harder to move around than a watch. Oh, that's also correct. Sir, what's your view on 1 hour support resistance basic strategy? Same thing like on the 4 hour time frame. Show the weekly candles so we can see all the trades you have taken. I don't know what difference that's going to make. But
1 to 2 trades a day rule is a great rule. Somebody asked what I think about that. It's a great rule.
Yeah, it's a great rule. Yeah, these are all the trades taken on the weekly candles. Wow, it looks so beautiful. Trade after trade after trade after trade after trade. Okay. What broker would you advise for a beginner? I know you use Dominion Markets, but is it good for beginners? There's no such thing as a broker for a beginner. There's no such thing like that. I used to think like that as well, but as I've matured in the market now, I've come to believe that there's no such thing like that. What broker would you... Okay. Have you visited Singapore before? No, I have not. Can you take a buy in GG at 163.700? 163.700? I think you got to wait for the candle to close above this area first. Why Dominion Market support does not answer any email? They do answer emails. But if the emails are like, what's the spread? It's going to be in a very low priority answering system because you can just open up an account and see the spread. It's a waste of our resources. Would you screenshot that history of how you took trades on gold and post on Instagram? Yes. I consistently win several small trades in pre-New York and New York, but obviously this is overtrading. That's correct. Any major difference between MT4 and MT5? Yes. It's like driving a BMW 3 Series versus a BMW 7 Series with that M tag. I'm not sure what that means, but M tag, yeah. I guess M tag is faster. But MT5 is faster. Low latency, faster execution speeds, very low delays. It's just so robust. When you start focusing on gold as opposed to GJ, I prefer the movement volume. Oh, why did you? Because it moved nicely and I saw my friends win on gold. So I was like, hey, well, why not? Capital Hungry, when you went live talking about Daniel's sausage, I was eating pizza while watching it. I was entertained.
Yeah, they that video got taken down because they kept reporting it every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like just kept getting these copyright things and copyright strikes on it and stuff, and it got taken down. Gone, bro. They took it down.
I thought they probably labeled it as bullying.
Oh, it's no longer here.
Him and his lackeys were reporting it every day.
violate the terms and conditions.
The Savage Squad, they're reporting it every single day.
Oh, okay.
Gone, bro.
Is the GJ candle closes above resistance? Do you have to worry about a bit to the left? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this candle closes, and then I guess that's going to be NY Open as well. So we're gonna probably anticipate volume in NY Open to continue pushing price, but we'll have to be wary of these wicks though, because this move up could just be a fake out to continue driving price down, as Jeevan mentioned earlier. Can you write off your watches? Yes, my business purchased the watches as gifts, so it's a write-off. You need to come to Australia. Oh, South Africa? I don't need to. The question is if I want to. What would you say to yourself that one that started with this journey? I don't know. Let's focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. Let's take a look at this chart by Govardhan Gaur. Will it be confirmation if this breaks the low of the previous candle? Yes, but also look for a possible resistance created to continue pushing down. Oh, it looks like we're rejecting that area over here. Does pre-market open usually continue the trend? Yes. I've done a lot of courses and read a lot of books. All provide value though. Your market fluidity is a game changer. Wow. Every time I do a big market fluidity webinar, man, I just get so hyped for the time the market opens back up again, because it just puts me in a completely different zone. Do you find G-Wagons sexy? Yes, I think G-Wagons are amazing cars. How do you know when to wait for a 30-minute closure or just take impulse entries? Experience. First time catching your live stream, learned a lot from you. Passed 2 10,000 funded accounts in under 10 days with impulsive entries. Oh, very nice. What are the chances of you getting a Lambo? Very, very slim.
Pakistan road's not good for a Lambo.
Yeah, Pakistan roads aren't built for Lambos. Maybe if we move to Dubai, maybe.
Then you have to live the influencer lifestyle if you move to Dubai.
Yeah. Like we're going there in May, so we rented out 2 Rolls Royces for about 4 days. So that's going to be interesting.
But just for like a vacation, or you have a boot camp?
No, just a vacation. Just vacation.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, it's my family, my brother's family. So he's like, "What car should we rent?" We're like, "Hey, just rent the Cullinan," and I rented the Ghost. So.
Oh, your brother's visiting. You guys are having a good time then.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
You guys are having a good time.
He's like, "Oh, let's rent a Cadillac." I'm like, "Fuck the Cadillac, man. Let's just rent 2 Rolls Royces."
He's a cool guy too, man.
Yeah. Did you grow up wanting to be a trader? What other childhood job did you dream of having? Yeah, so when I was born, I always wanted to trade water filters, and that's what I did. I traded water filters, then I traded tears for toys. I did that for a little while. I traded a car for good grades, and now I trade currencies for money. So yeah. How much does your new Fortuner cost? I don't know, like about $80,000, something like that. Why you moved to UAE is the reason is FIA? No, just to build assets in UAE as well. The goal is to have multiple assets in multiple countries. That's the goal. I think that's what people should promote on social media more, rather than promoting, oh, I have 10 cars, or look at my watch, or look at the cash I have, or look at the parties I go to. That's not what they should be promoting. They should promote, hey guys, look, I made money, I have an asset in this country, and now moving to this country, I have an asset in this country, and now I'm planning to move to a third country to build an asset over there. That's having true options. Driving multiple cars is not options, man. Having options to live in different countries, knowing you have assets there that you can live in, that's having true options and freedom. You know, and that's what we should all, like, you know, go for. Would you say that the impulse entries and this way of trading you develop with time? Yes. developed with time. Wow, pound yen is just refusing to close above 163.500. Lambo is a waste of money, just rent it. That's yeah, man, I agree with that. Like, you want to have a nice car, just go rent it, and in 4 days you're going to be tired of it. I was in London and I was speaking to Torre. He was driving me around in his McLaren, and man, we felt every road bump in London. Every road bump.
In London roads suck too. They're so tight and stuff too, right? It's all old, like they're all old.
Yeah, and he's like, man, this is he's like, these supercars are a big scam. They're a huge scam. They're not comfortable at all. You don't have leg room in it. They go fast, that's cool, but if there's a pothole, your ass is gonna feel that pothole. Appreciate the wealth of knowledge. Try to catch the streams. Oh, very nice. Are you currently streaming from the UAE? No. Yeah. How much pay tax in Pakistan? Around 17%. 17%. But the great thing about Pakistan is that if you bring money from abroad in Pakistan, there's little to no tax on that, because the government wants you to bring money from abroad and they don't tax it. When are you buying a Lambo? Never. How do you move the charts on MT5? I do, there's a setting that you got to do. Does gold need to break the bottom of the wick to continue moving bearish? I would say we need to break below 1906 for gold to continue going bearish. Thoughts on getting a Lexus? I think Lexus is an amazing car. It's one of the best SUVs ever made. It's like one of the titans of luxury cars. Trust me.
Super reliable too.
Super reliable. If you can't afford a Rolls Royce, get a Lexus. Aja, say happy birthday to my cousin. First, say my name right. Is it possible to trade on Asian sessions since it's always consolidating? Yes. It's not always consolidating. It's consolidating often, not all the time.
And that's just because it doesn't have like an overlap compared to like London, New York, or you know what I mean? Where London has both Asian volume and London. New York has both London volume and New York. And then Asian just to start like the new daily period. We don't really have much of an overlap, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's absolutely correct.
Sometimes the Chinese, they bring the heat.
Yeah, like around 8:39 Eastern time. Yeah. Just thinking that time when you didn't had the job and told your parents you had. So does those times essentially to understand the importance of this time? Yeah, there was a time when I had no job and told my parents I had a job, and I think that I learned a really good lesson to not burn bridge. I burnt a very important bridge at that time, so that's why I went through a tough financial time. This was like 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. But I learned a valuable lesson to not burn bridges. Airbnb business is giving really good money. I think having them, it's amazing passive income. My house really simple and not big, 4-bedroom. It gives me $7,500 a month. Oh, very nice. That's amazing. 2,600 people here, just 430 likes. I don't care about the likes, guys. Just subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your auntie about it, your uncle about it. Literally, your 6-year-old auntie.
That's everybody.
Yeah, your 6-year-old auntie can come on the live stream and she can just copy the trade and make money. Most of the time. Sometimes we have losses, but most of the time she can make money. That's how easy these live streams are. And also your auntie is going to have more money than you, so you know it's a win-win for her too, because she's older and worked more, I guess.
Well, all right, Raja, I appreciate you having me on. I'll see you on your next stream. Take care. I gotta get out of here. Everybody,
yeah, man.
Take care. Have a great day. Great gold trade you took. I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Yeah, so I guess gold is doing the same thing right here as it did right here on the 15-minute. So you can see where I entered on the 15-minute. I entered as we broke below this wick through left hand side. That's where I entered. And looks like we're doing almost the same thing on gold, but we're coming close to NY open. So I guess it's going to be important to wait for NY open to open, I guess. Yeah, I think that's going to be much more important. Wait for NY open. I'm 57 and I literally just did what Raja said. Oh, thank you, sir. Do you trade live stream on your other private groups? No. Do you trade filling wicks method? Yes. What pair you trade in London session? Pound yen and gold. What do you think of pound USD now? Nothing. You have to send a chart. So we all can take a look at that and see what you think and then advise you on that. Why wait till NY open? Because you don't know where price is going to be driven to? Yes. That is absolutely correct. If GJ closes bearish, would you take a sell? Sell on the 15-minute time frame? Yes. I would say so, because if we break below this wick to the left-hand side, got this 40 pip range over here. What's your opinion of Forex rebate firms? I don't know nothing about that. Do you take entries on the 1 minute? No. Brother, how should we trade US 30? Any tips? Just watch the pair, watch that instrument for maybe a month, and try to explain to yourself how you could have taken trades and make notes, because the market's going to do the same thing over and over again. Could you do a breakdown of your JPY? No. Send a chart. How long have you been trading? 6.5 years now. Can I ask regarding market fluidity program? No. How to trade volatile candle? You can't. You have to wait for that candle to close. How do I need to send charts? Read the description. Is EA allowed for Dominion markets? Some of them. Yeah. Let's see here. Why you don't trade the actual New York session? Because I'm busy at that time. I'm busy with my kids. How old were you when you achieved your first success? This is important for me. I was around 26 years old. That's no, actually 25 years old. I don't know. Success with money? I think, yeah, I was 25, 26. But at that time, I was working on the oil rigs. We were working like 91 hours a week. We were working 91 hours a week and made great money. Then started my first business doing door-to-door sales, started a company, hired agents, made even better money doing that. And then came into trading and made way more in trading. Started education because there was a demand for it. People asked about it. That started a different revenue stream, started Magic Keys. Magic Keys still to this day brings in pretty good income. Started Dominion Markets, that brings in decent income now. We're looking to start a crypto exchange. Hopefully that's going to bring good income. If not, then whatever. We're starting Dominion Funding soon. I think that's going to bring good income, but we'll see. Nice to see you guys. Not a good old gold trade. I have to say I'm proud of myself. I'm not feeling FOMO. Oh, very nice. No FOMO. That's the best thing. I'm doing a review of your trade. That sell was an impulse trade. Yes, that sell was an impulse trade. Let's take a look at this chart by Corey on pound AUD. Ignoring this area to take a sell. Okay. Just measure this range. I think this is still a pretty good tradable range in volume time, because now we're going to have volume. So you're counting on volume to break below this area to continue down. And the same idea goes for price to move up. You got a pretty, yeah, these buys look way cleaner though. How soon can we expect to see Dominion funding? Probably by the end of May, mid-May, you know. How did making your first million change your outlook on life? To me, I realized that a point comes, I mean, when I hit my net worth of 7 figures, not having like, 7 figures, like cash, but net worth, my expenses were still like 4,000 a month, and the expenses, once you hit that level, I think you stop really worrying about your bills. And that was the point where I started to realize that, okay, now probably I can use my money to kind of like, start something more, or because like at the end of the day, money is just a tool. It's a tool to make more things, to bring in new ideas to life and stuff like that. That's something very important that you have to understand. Leave my magic keys on. Yeah, it's just gonna turn off. It's gonna turn off automatically. Oh, looking for a sell on pound yen. Yes. We'll see how this candle closes here. If gold closes below 1906 and the next candle breaks the bottom wick, is it a good idea for impulse trade? Yes, possibly yes. But Harry, listen, Harry's iPhone, you got to focus on one pair, man. You got to focus on either pound yen or gold, not both. That part, Raja, money is a tool to make more. Yes, sir, I'm very proud of you. Thank you. Just made 2,000 in Blue my account, now sitting at 300. Hope to learn a lot from you. May course. Oh, blow your account, man. A lot of people, this is absolutely crazy. When I first lost my $200 in trading, I knew I needed help from somebody, and I paid someone to help me. It was a course I took for about $350. I see people they're gonna blow $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, but they will not invest in a course. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Like, you guys are more afraid to take a risk in actual learning than to blowing your account. It's incredible. Before the transitioning process, when you had to backtest to be consistent with your strategy and understanding a pair, how did you overcome the boredom and the long, boring part of backtesting? I overcame boredom because I lost a lot of money in trading. And I knew that if I keep on trading the way I'm trading, I'm never going to make it because I was over trading and over risking, right? So I said, okay, you know what? I'll give it 3 months. And in 3 months, if I see a change, amazing, I'm going to stick to it. But if I don't see a change, I'm just going to quit trading. And in 2 months, I saw a huge change, because once you stop over trading and you stop over risking, you naturally start to see a big change. How do you know when to enter impulse entry rather than the wait for the candle to close? On gold, there was a lot of volume, big candles. We broke below the low. There was range to the left hand side, so that was a really good entry to take an impulse entry. So I took that trade. Please, can one make living with 2,000 trading account in Pakistan? Depends on what your bills are. Will the webinar be recorded? Not for you gulag guys. Which pair are you favoring out of GG and gold right now? Harry, I don't know what you're trying to do. You gotta tell me what you're focusing on. Are you focusing on gold or are you focusing on pound yen? It's not about what I'm favoring right now. It's about what you're thinking right now. So you gotta answer that question. You're focusing on gold? Okay, just stick to gold then. You're asking questions on pound yen, man. Pound yen, then gold. Just focus on gold. That's it. Just focus on gold. What's your ideal lot size for a 10K account? One to 2 lots. Isn't gold floating in midair at this point? Yep, it's consolidating at this point because we've had a pretty big move right here. So on pound yen, on gold, if we break below, 1904, 990, I think we can continue pushing down. And let's take a look to the left hand side. What sort of a range do we have? Oh yeah, we got a clean range, brother. Going all the way down towards 1901, 1899, 1898. How much is your new surf? I don't have a surf. I heard someone say on YouTube that Forex is a scam and you cannot make millions from $100. No, you can't. It's I think 0.01 or 0.001% of people are able to make millions from $100. 0.001%. So if you think you're that lucky, good luck. What leverage do you recommend? Honestly, 100 to 1 is okay. 200 to 1 is okay. 500 to 1 is okay. You know, it's all about how you manage risk. What was the picture of that SUV you posted today? Was the Mitsubishi. Do you trade NAS? No. Can we have a look at the spread of US 30, NAS, UK 100, blah, blah, blah? Yeah, I mean, this is the spread right here. Spread on gold is about less than a pip right now. Pound yen is almost 1 pips. So just open a live account and you'll see the spreads right there. This candle is about to close here, and I think with the next candles, there's a probability for price to continue bearish. Can we take 2K account to 50K? Yes, it's going to take a year. Can we have a quick look at the spread? Oh, yeah. How much money is required to start so that we can make 7-figure income? 50,000, maybe even 10,000, but give it at least 2 years. How NY Open affect pound yen? How NY Open affect pound yen? I think the change in dollar reflects a change in yen, and we may see some sort of move on pound yen. We'll see. But directly, no. I think directly is going to be effect on gold, so we'll have to wait and see. Let's take a look at this chart by Gabriel. This is, ooh, Dow Jones buys above right here, first target, and then sells below for price to continue down. Looks sense. Makes sense. Looks sense, makes sense. 30 seconds left. What about bootcamp in Pakistan? First, change your username. Yeah, we got 20 seconds left over here. Gold. Yeah. I think we need to break below this wick on gold to continue down. Pound yen also 30-minute candles closing bearish, 15-minute candles closing bearish. So yeah, should possibly respect this previous high and continue pushing down on pound yen. Theoretically, that would make sense, because if we're rejecting this resistance even after this breakup, you know. But I'm not gonna execute on this.
Hello, Roger.
Hey, Franco.
Hey. What I mean is, if you maybe can go back to GJ, was that on the M15? Yeah. So not. It was the previous resistance. No. Go forward. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. No. This before. One before. No. Yeah. This one. So if you look now to have a sell. So if this would then have some impact for the sell, this previous resistance there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For
okay,
sure.
So because this would maybe hand me to not take this trade.
Yeah, if this was a important, I mean, of course you gotta keep this level in mind when it comes to risk management. But at the same time, I mean, if this level was important, this candle moving up should have had some sort of a like, you know, some sort of a reaction here. Yeah, exactly. But as price is moving down, you're still keeping this in the back of your mind, because if this candle starts to leave a wick, then you could say, okay, maybe it's being affected by this rejection here from before.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Why did you change your idea about this GJ trade? Because I was waiting for price to break above. So that's why. What do you recommend for beginner, currency or NAS? I would recommend currency. What was the biggest obstacle you had to overcome in trading in the past? Overtrading. Are you a full-time trader? Yes. Can you please analyze month chart on gold? Yeah, we're looking at next month being bearish. Why you're not executing on GJ? Because I'm not executing on GJ. I already took some trades, man. People are catfishing on Insta with your name? Yes. Gold and silver move very much the same, I see, but silver have a lower cost. Would you agree silver is a good low-cost alternative to gold? Yeah, sure. I haven't really traded silver, but if it costs less to trade, then sure. Why Daniel Savage hate you? Because I have exposed Daniel Savage in all the scams he has ran. All the scams he's ran before. There was a time he said that he's getting a $25 million investment, which he's going to share with everyone who joins his Signal group. Did that $25 million scam? People would be on crack to give him $25 million. That never happened. This guy deletes his streams where he loses the trades. I mean, come on. He ran credit card scams in the past. He ran an algo scam in the past. He ran a GOAT FX broker scam in the past. Then he complained.
How is this guy not in jail?
There's an angel looking over him.
Scams. I mean,
man, there's an angel looking over him. Like, we've talked about it. There's someone looking over this guy, and it's so safe. So,
mashallah.
Yeah, mashallah. That's all we can say. Alhamdulillah. You know, that guy is still here. But for people who took this trade on pound yen, I mean, of course, you know, a winning trade right here. So here's a mature clap.
Oh, dang on a clap those.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Those are wrong buttons. Oh, man. Yeah,
this GJ was my second trade. I'm done. Thank you, Raja. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I'm out.
Very nice, man. Beautiful. So we called two winning trades here today. Before, I would have taken the gold sell. Patience has told me to wait for the 30-minute candle to close below the zone. Oh, very nice. Are you ever going to add those sound effects to Magic Keys? Let me see what the sound effect is.
Oh, dang on a clap those.
Oh. It's a clap butt cheeks sound. Would you consider impulse entry for buys on gold above 1911? No. No, sir. This is consolidation area right here. No. But yeah, pound yen ran pretty nice with this resistance. Where would you place TP at? Just open your damn eyes, man. Look where this thing is ending. Right here. How many people have you in Zoom chat? We have around 264 people. Who won the $100 for guessing your car? Nobody. I won the $100. Are you hungry? You want to eat? No, I'm fasting. I'm not hungry at all. People are risking so much when they don't have the consistencies. Yes. If you get bored of backtesting, are you not able to commit from? I love to look at Ethereum, USD, and gold. They do opposite all the time. Oh, very nice. Is that a German Shepherd in your story? Yes. He's more like a Belgian Shepherd because he got some white fur on his paws. So I'm not sure. What's the idea behind you thinking current candle in GJ going above 163.532? I don't know, to go up because we had rejections here. If a candle can close above this area, then the next candles can potentially continue moving up. Chart sent by Curtis. Entered sells its current candle flip turn bearish. Stops at BE at support. If price closes below support. Oh, very nice. Well done. Why isn't your GJ TP lower down in the range? Because you know why? Because I got experience in the markets. And I'm going to be a little arrogant here. I have experience in the markets. And I know exactly where price is going to reject. And if you look right here, it's 163.227. Let me place this line over here. Look where it rejected. Right? Sorry about that. What's dynamic risk and static risk? That's something you can learn on YouTube and in more detail in Market Fluidity. Do you do Shisha? Yes. Is it too late to join GJ Short? Yes. Where do I hear cheap, lighter sound? Right here. Guys, please stop asking stupid questions. This is the final warning from the moderator. The final warning. What lot size do you recommend for a 50 USD account? Hey, if you're gonna take the $50 account seriously and you aim to make the $50 account into thousands of dollars, just withdraw that $50 and stop trading. It's not gonna happen. I watched the YouTube live stream on mute just to see the dumbass comments. Oh, does Magic Key work with other brokers? Yes. How do you make these sounds? There's a website for that. It's called Soundboard. Some questions are just unbelievable. That's correct. How much stream delay? 2 to 4 seconds. Let's take a look at this chart here on GA again. Oh, looking for a potential impulse entry for price to continue down. Let's see. Next month, we're going to have these questions in the Zoom because the Gulag should join the intake. Absolutely. I think anyone who's trying to really, I mean, what? We got around 2,600 people here. You know, you guys seen us trade live here. And this is the time for you to really learn how to trade. So 1st of May, the intake is going to open. I think it's going to be amazing. And then on 22nd May, we're going to have a big webinar for everybody. Hey, with your skill now, if you trade $3,000 account, what will your lot size be? I think 50-cent lots maximum. What about Dial Exchange YouTuber? I don't know who that is. Let's see here. It's a pretty difficult name. Oh, Doyle Exchange. Oh. Okay, Doyle Exchange. Let's take a look over here. Live trading $10 to $1,000, part 5. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's good. Looks good. He does YouTube, webinars here, stuff like that. You know, nothing flashy, no cars, no cash here, just straight value videos. I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. If you see any, oh, look at that, he's got a Magic Keys here too. Yeah, I support him now 100%, 110% I support him. But, yeah, the Magic Keys, man. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah. You know, whenever you see thumbnails of people flashing a car or cash, shit like that, it's all clickbait, man. Trust me. All those people, 100%, they will have some sort of a subscription service running. All right. Gold is back in this territory to potentially continue bearish here. 15-minute candle is going to close in about 4 minutes. And if the next one, if this candle closes this strong bearish candle, I think the next one's continue to push down.
Yeah, if we could take out that low in that area, Roger, I'd definitely take sells on gold.
Yeah. Does market fluidity cover some risk management like lot size versus leverage? No. But we cover risk management in great detail. Lambo Raul does that. Isn't he your friend? Yes, he is my friend, but I don't like the way the business is conducted. There are a lot of influencers I'm great friends with, but doesn't mean I agree with the way they conduct business, you know. Oh, wow, look at that. Man, I want to take a sell, but I don't want to take a sell. I already took this risky sell before, but it was leaving a wick for this wick to fill. But here there's no wick. So I'm just going to have to wait to see how this candle closes. I have a question about the current GJ trade. The current candle moved too fast because I waited a top wick to be formed instead of... Well, next time, I think you should just enter a small position instead of waiting for the top wick. Small position. And let that run. And then you're going to build confidence in that, you know. Just like right over here, I entered a 25 lot. I wanted to enter 50 to 75 lots. So I entered a 25 lot expecting a wick up so I can enter more. But it didn't happen and it continued moving down. Yeah. What do you think about Ahmed Daniel channel? He make $1,000 with $100. Yeah, it's possible. Making 1,000 from 100 is possible. Let's take a look over here. Ahmed Daniel. Oh, why he's got a angry face over there? Oh, damn. Oh, what? 230,000 subscribers. Wow, some of his videos have a lot of views. 500,000 views, 600,000, 900,000. Wow. Oh, these are. Damn, man, look at this.
How to make money and how to be rich faster.
Oh.
Wow, what is this? It looks cool and easy to make money. I need to register it now.
Oh. Oh. See, buying the high. Oh. Just.
I sell some gold, guys.
Oh, nice. Try to be cool. Oh. Alright, game time. Candle's about to close over here. Candle is about to close. Next one should wick up, take a sell, and then go down. Right? Right, Kevon?
I already took it for 12 pips.
Oh, nice.
Off the impulse, off the 30 minutes.
See this candle? This should go. One sell. We break the low. Another sell. And then go down. 1900. 40 pips.
Yeah, I took it off the 30 minutes instead because I saw the 30 minutes wake up and came and brick. So it was a lot cleaner.
Oh, yeah, I see that. I see what you did over there. Let's finish this video over here. Wow. See, no stop loss. And then you start hoping. Oh. No. Oh. Are you taking
send this video to my friend?
Yeah. Are you taking this sell? No, I'm not taking this trade. I already took 2 trades. All order auto close. Oh, I've seen this before. And now price goes up. Oh. No. One fucking candle. Looks like gold over here. Now there's going to be a retracement. And then price will go up. Oh, still going up.
Hello, Raja.
Hello.
That happened to me in the past.
I think that happened to everyone in the past. You're like, what the hell? And then you're like, yeah, this thing is a scam, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, gold should continue pushing down here like till 1900, 1901, 1900. Will there be live tomorrow? No, day after tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll have a live. My servant is also coming back tomorrow. We missed him, man. Been cleaning and washing and myself. I called him earlier and he wouldn't answer his phone. I'm like, what the hell? And then I called him on his other number and he answered it. I did a withdrawal on 11th April. Support has replied to my email, but they told me that the process to my bank has been over 11 days. Yeah, it takes about 14 business days. Depends on where you live as well. Do you look into open interest before trading? No. Any advice how to consistently trade? Yeah, 1 to 2 trades a day. Oh, look at that. We're coming into the 1902 territory here on gold. What is your thought about Philippines? I think it's a great country. I think people from Philippines, they work all over the world. Really hard workers. Amazing country. Beautiful place. Everyone should go visit. What's your FX broker? It's Dominion Markets. Do you think trading demo is helpful? No. Where was the servant? We sent him on holidays. What do you think of the Raphael Palmdale? He has insane profits. Demo trader. Well, you got your answer right there. When does support resistance become obsolete when looking left? When it's very tough to answer. Depends on what chart you're looking at. Where do you think gold might bounce? Bounce 1900, right? Let's take a look at this. We look to the left hand side, right? Guys, just look to the left hand side. Look left. When you cross the road, do you cross the road with your eyes closed or do you cross the road looking left and right? Same thing as with price. Look left. Look left and see what's going on. So look, see, we see 1900 right here. We see all the way to 1998, 1899, 1900. So it's a mental, psychological level there too, till 1900. Let's see pound yen over here. What's it doing? See that? Rejection. Do you have any more updates about the funding program? Nothing so far. We have a meeting today with the team, so we'll see. Best offshore brokers for US clients, Dominion Markets. There's Traders Domain and such. Wow, look at that. Oh, damn! 1901. 30 pip move over here. Another round of applause. Another round of applause. 1900 tapped here once again. Guys. Wow. TP got slipped. Email the broker. Email the broker so we can take some of that money away. TP got slipped. Beautiful. Amazing. What an amazing day here today. Amazing day here today. Everyone made money today. No one should have lost money. No one should have hesitated on these sells. Nobody. Nobody should have hesitated on these sells. I didn't take these sells because, you know, I already made money. So these sells on gold were amazing. So the gulag. Did you guys take these sells? Amazing. Look at that. Everyone's saying thank you, Raja. Thank yourself because you had the balls to execute on the trades. Look at this move. Look how much we fell in these 5-minute time frame. We fell about 53 pips, came right down to target 1900 and blew below that as well. What did pound yen do? Nothing. Right? But gold trend continued amazingly. When is the next entry? There's no next entry. There is no next entry. It's done. It's finished. It's finished. So we had 3 amazing trades today. Gold, pound yen, short-lived. I just doubled my account. Holy shit. I think you risked too much. Oh, wow. Look at that. 1897, 1898. Let's take a look to the left-hand side, right? Let's see to the left and see where we're headed.
1893.
Yeah, I guess 1893. Next one.
Yeah, not here.
But wow, see this clean traffic. Oh damn!
Damn, son.
Damn. This thing is blowing levels here today. Wow. Beautiful. This was the golden egg people should have caught today. So I'm telling you, go tell your aunties, your uncles, subscribe to this channel, give a like on the stream, because I think this was an amazing, amazing Monday for a lot of people here today. Amazing Monday for a lot of people. How much leverage you use on a 1,000 account? That's irrelevant. Loving the energy. Awesome. Thanks. Got my 100K funded account in a month. Really can't thank you enough. Awesome. I just made $2,500 on demo. Oh, lots of love from Indonesia. Thank you. Hey, Harry's iPhone. Hey, Harry, did you catch this cell? Did you catch some of these cells over here? Harry. I hope you did, man. I really hope you did. All right, let's take a look at this link over here. Aggression weapon for success. Aggression weapon for success. Capital hungry.
My brothers, my fellow men, something I've noticed amongst the majority of men, time and time again, in terms of taking action.
This is an amazing video. I know what he's pointing at because we talk about this. If you look at how the world is being changing, slowly they're killing aggression in men. They're killing aggression in men. Now, I don't mean this in a bad way. If someone gets offended, that's totally up to you. But, you know, with all this LGBTQ, no offense to anyone, we're killing aggression in men. Because when there's no aggression in men, no one's going to stand up to governments. No one's going to stand up to different rules and stuff like that. And just go watch that video, man. It's amazing. All right, let's take a look at this. Took a trade, breakout trade. Oh, beautiful. Closed 20 pips. Wow. Should have left a runner, but amazing. Very nice. Well done. Very, very, very well done. Made $600 in 4 minutes. Amazing. I always watch a stream since trading is a little bit lonely without a community of support. Awesome. Thank you, Raja. Thank you. Will you make a video for Forex course? Oh, what a question. When is your next course starting, Raja? Just read the description, man. There's a book called Inserto Fooled by Randomness that is similar in thought process about aggression and risk-taking. Have you seen Mamba FX? Yes. Mamba FX is another subscription mentor right there. Man, these people make a lot of money from signals, man. Trust me. They will never show you a big account. They will never show you a 3-month history on their trading platform. Never. Ever they will show you that. They will never do live streams. All they will say is, hey, we have a subscription service. Go sign up for that. Subscription service is good money, man. They're making around $300,000 a month, $250,000 a month, $500,000 a month. You know. What's your next trade in gold? Sell or buy? Just take buy and sell, buddy. Oh wow, look at that. We're approaching 1893 for Kevon. What about my FX horny underscore Nina? Probably fake as well, but let's take a look over here. I think I'm a trusted source for Forex gurus because I've been in this game for a long time and I can really see who is fake and who's not fake. Let's take a look at this over here. Ah, yeah, fake, man. It's all fake. That's a brother right there, Mr. Forex. And if you go through, she's in Forbes. Yeah, right. You can pay Forbes to be there. Their dad owns a big property business in Russia. She blew accounts last year and she promised everyone to pay them back, and they never did. Even the real account. Someone said it's a fake account. Even the real account, you know.
Everyone forgot that already.
Everyone forgot that already. Yeah, that's correct. She blew almost 1.5 million. And she said, oh, I'll pay everyone back. Yeah, never happened. Everyone moved on.
And that's not cap. That's facts, folks.
That's facts.
It's okay. Instagram has the attention span of a gnat.
Yeah, it's like you said, man. It's the toilet of the internet. Because when you take a shit in the toilet, you just gotta flush it, and then everyone forgets about it. you can do something on the internet, and in a week, everyone's just gonna forget about it.
It's because people are so caught up in these magical dreams. They really think that all these people that have, like, I don't know, it's almost like if you own a Lamborghini, that's like a red flag. Like that's what it's coming down to. It's like those supercars have turned into like warning signs.
Yeah, especially now. Like I remember, like maybe 3-4 years ago, it was still like, okay, you know what, this guy is well. But now I think people are getting smarter, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, it's just another influencer guy on the internet.
Like it's just funny because like the stories, like the clickbait that they have on their stories now, it's just really funny. You just sit back and you just laugh. 500 to 10 million in 3 weeks. Let me show you how.
Hey Roger.
Hey man.
How you doing?
Good man. How are you?
Doing pretty good. A quick question. So what is the difference in your eyes between, say, selling the lows, like I feel like we would kind of be doing here on gold, versus taking a pretty educated entry at the break of a low?
Selling the lows here was because, number one, we had a bearish trend, right? All candles were bearish on all time frames. Number two, we had a lot of volume coming in from NY Open. Number three, we had clean range to the left inside. So what's the probability it's going to go down?
Right. I took 40 pips on that sell, but right now I'm looking at it and I'm seeing on the 30 minute, it's closing below 18. If it closes below 1897, it would be able to sell like it would say you're closing below the range. But I just feel like after it's moved 300 pips since last night or whatever it's moved, will we be buying or selling at a low point?
If you're selling now, absolutely you're selling at a low point. But look at the points where you did take sells, right? So when the stream started, the first sell was right here. After we had this big dump, we consolidated, pre-New York volume, took sells, price came down. Then price consolidated, right? NY Open, we broke these lows and then we continued down. So it's a pattern right here. Consolidation, right. Move, consolidation.
Waited on a resistance.
And then to answer your question, like you're saying selling at low, but also if you like, for instance, if I just came on the stream and I wanted to take entry, right, I'll wait for a pullback to form resistance and then to break that previous low on the previous candle when it forms resistance.
Gotcha.
To take a next trade again, you know what I mean? But right now, if you're trying to take sales right now, this is selling a low, but you want it to be pulled back to either one of those yellow lines that Roger has, form resistance, then take sell. Those are more higher probability trade versus to take a sell right here where the candle is going down because you think it's going to fill the wick.
For sure. Yeah, because I do see like 1888, 1887. Just got to get the most optimal entry.
The other thing people have to realize too, sorry, Go ahead. Is that the new market opens, so everybody's jumping in to get a fresh move, right? This is exactly what Raja said. I mean, this was pretty much close your eyes and sell because of the fact that we had a huge push to the downside through Asia and through London. The other thing is too, with gold, and once again, I'll give everybody a little bit of a tip. So, because people are saying I'm in like a deprivation chamber. I said, I'm sorry, my office is that big that there's an echo. There's not much stuff in here other than my desk and a few things. Whenever gold is hitting a zone, like a major zone. So if you look at the daily, you look at the weekly. Right now we're hitting a major daily zone on gold. Whenever we hit that zone, and we're in momentum, gold is really going to pierce through those zones because we have the momentum now. We're going to drive through that. So a lot of times when gold is coming into a zone, you start to sort of panic a bit because you're like, okay, it's going to pull back and it's going to, potentially bounce out of it. But when we have such heavy momentum in that direction, it usually pierces right through. And then what you have to do is you have to time your trades according to when we're going to have the heaviest amount of volume. And obviously right now through the London US overlap, we're getting that initial volume. Now, the pre-market data for the US stock market is very low right now. There's a lot of earnings reports coming out and it's negative. So if you're looking at that, you can say, well, Ted, why isn't gold going up then? Because, people are trying to leave equity market. But right now there's so much volume pushing down. There's also news about Russia and the Ukraine that's sort of trumping what's happening. This is the reason why you get that push. So you have to be very careful around zones like this in momentum, especially your daily and your weekly zones. It just crushes right through those zones, and that's where you get these big moves off like a 15-minute candle or a 30-minute candle. So it's something, if you want to review or back test, you'll see we drive right through those zones and we push very hard during high volume days or high volume times, sorry.
Could you do a quick analysis for US30? You have to know about. Yeah, I have no idea about US30. I noticed buying selling right at the break of the wicks on NY Open moves 10 pips. Yes, because there's a lot of volume. That's what we've seen in the past, 4 or 5 months now. Food shortage, second pandemic is coming, and Bill Gates predicted it and laughed at us last year. Supposedly now there's a flu called avian flu, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's it right there. Let's go take our 5th and the 6th and 10th booster. But we should get them because it's safe for everybody. It's safe for the community. It's safe for your neighbors. So please, guys, keep everyone safe. Thanks, Raja. First €100 day today. Well done. Thanks to WWA Trading. I don't know who that is. I'm on buy gold now plus 50 pips. Should I close it? It's impossible for you to be up 50 pips. Oh yeah. Oh, damn. Okay. I don't know. It's up to you. You got 50 pips. Should we buy gold now? You are a legend. You should know that. What do you think, please? Okay, let's take a look at this last chart. And then we're going to call it a day. Your flint is gone, mate. Mate, I have 10 of these lighters because I lose them all the time. So whenever I go to the gas station, I buy like 5 or 6 of them. So I don't lose the lighters. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh, yeah.
People have to stop asking, what if we do this? What if we do that? The move was at 8 o'clock. Once this drop happens and you're at a daily support, there's no point of saying, well, what if we should sell this more? What if we should do this more? You need to come prepared to execute these positions. You've just watched a 60 pip move in a 15-minute candle or a 30-minute candle. You can't go back and now say, okay, well, how much more can I get out of this? You need to prepare every morning at 7 a.m., 6 a.m. Eastern for these moves. Like, it's just so stupid. People make these dumb things up in their head that, because it drops 60 pips now, I can try and grab another 100 pips in another 30-minute candle. It's like, that was your move. You're supposed to be in the trade right now. If you're supposed to run it down to 1850 or 1500 or 1000 or $100 with gold, you're supposed to be in the trade right now. You can't be thinking, okay, well, how do I execute at 9 o'clock or 9:30 or 8:30? You're supposed to prepare all this stuff at 7 a.m. And if you're not doing that, you should go back to bed. Go back to bed, go back to eating lunch or dinner or whatever time zone you're in. Don't bother showing up at the charts because you're not preparing yourself correctly. You're going to lose a shit ton of money. You're going to feel bad about yourself. You're going to ask your parents for money. Your cat's not going to get fed. You're going to have a lot of problems. It's just plain and simple. Every week this live stream is on, I see the same stupid questions. Well, what if it breaks this low? What if we break this high? Should we take another buy? You missed it. It's done. Close your computer off. Go play Call of Duty. Go watch YouTube. Go sit in your corner and realize that you did not come prepared today for the charts. It's plain as day. You want this to be hard. You're making it hard for yourself. You want to take positions. Go lose money and then cry about it afterwards, or realize the mistake you've made. It didn't cost you anything. Come back tomorrow, start fresh. You have to do this. This is not a game. I don't understand. Are you guys all kids, like 15, 16 years old? You guys are kids? Go on dating apps. Go on Tinder, swipe left. Don't do this to yourself. You're going to ruin your whole life trying to catch $50 moves or $100 moves with your $10 account, and you're going to cry yourself to sleep every night because you're not taking this seriously. Raja's been here since what, 6:30 in the morning, 7 in the morning? We all said it was going to be sells. All you have to do is prepare accordingly. It was very straightforward. He said sells below 1906. He said that about 10,000 times, and people are asking now, oh, should I take a position? Don't do this to yourself. Honestly, this is the most insane part of trading that I don't understand that the majority of people do, is they see a 60 pip move, and then they look and say, well, is it gonna drop more? You already had the opportunity. It's done. You were sitting there eating your cornflakes, your Pop-Tarts, you were sitting there drinking a can of Coke, whatever you were doing, you missed it. Leave the charts, go off, do something else, come back tomorrow, show up 2 hours early, prepare yourself accordingly. Don't do this to yourself because you're just going to lose money. And you know what? You laugh, you think it's a joke, and people think that, I'm getting upset or angry. No, it's because you're stupid. You're losing money stupidly. You're not even giving yourself an opportunity to win. And that's just stupid. And you know what? If I have to tell you that you're stupid and you have to hear it from me and you say, oh, Ted's salty, look at him go, he's upset, then so be it. At least I'm giving you the truth and you're not losing money in the market. That's the bottom line. I would rather you get upset with me and say that I'm salty and this and that than you lose $100, $1,000, $5,000 in the market because you were a dumbass. It's just so stupid. Every time we have a live stream, there's always 10, 15 people say, oh, well, if it breaks this, should we take another sell? It's like, you missed it. There's a friggin' line right over here. Like he drew this whole line over here. Like, how hard is it to follow that? Once it breaks this line, go down. And you can see there was a wick there even to show you that it was going to drop down. Like, it's plain as day. Like, stop losing money. You shouldn't be losing money trading. It's just stupid if you are, because you're not prepared.
Absolutely. And let's take that into consideration. And those of you who are crying today, let's come back strong tomorrow. So with that, I'm going to leave. Yeah, exactly. All right. Thanks, Ted. Thanks, everyone else, for joining in. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
All right, you guys be safe.
All right. Take care.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Ted.
All right, Ted, be easy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Harmony. Yeah, lighter gang. Lighter gang.
Thank you, Raja.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Bye,
Thank you,
Gulag.
Roger.
Take care.
Thank you, Raja.
Thank you. Thank you.